Hey folks, good evening. Welcome to East Midlands Airport, the busiest cargo specific airport in the whole of the United Kingdom. We're going to see quite a lot of activity tonight, folks. We're going to be out on the aprons here. Just see a DHL 777 taxiing into gate. Don't know where he's come from, Cincinnati or something like that. That's just a guess. And we've got a 767 starting over there. He's going to come right past us as well. So this is more or less the DHL pad over here at the western end of the airfield. We're also going to be visiting the eastern end of the airfield where you got your UPS's, FedEx and other carriers as well. I'm drowning out. Oh, look at this. Get ready for the blast. It's going to be a blast. Oh, it's going to be nice and warm and all. Oh, here it is. Hey! Oh, nice. Follow the greens. Just check that they can hear everything okay, because I want it clear, I want it crisp. Everybody happy. Awesome. I think that was cool. What's this? Really 777. I more or less was underneath that wing, yeah. Going to give a big shout out, folks, to Stefan from the media team here at East Midlands Airport, and also our good friend Keith, once again going to be chaperoning us around. We're going to be doing mobile stuff and of course talking about this incredible mad last dash for the United States, literally to get their last Christmas presents delivered. This is the last opportunity. This, a 767. Well, folks, we've got a lot to talk about. Superfly Steve saying that he's been waiting forever for the show, and another airside show with Big Jet TV. Now, listen, there's a lot to be talked about tonight. Just let's run through a few stats and figures for East Midlands. On an annual basis, I mean, what we're seeing here tonight, folks, is generally a standard operation that goes on each and every night. I'm not sure if it's much the same over the weekends, I don't know, but one thing's for sure, every night here at East Midlands Airport we get this very busy freight schedule. Of course there's highs and lows, there's ebbs and flows literally throughout the night. Keith's here till 6 o'clock in the morning. I think that's when he signs off. So we might be here till sort of like maybe even as far in as midnight. We'll see how we go. But basically the plan is to shift around the airfield. We've of course got Keith driving us around as well, which we're very grateful for him doing. And of course we will be live throughout the whole drive around, so we'll hopefully be able to take some of your questions, answer some of your questions as well. But just to give you some idea in terms of the airport itself, the cargo airport itself, this is only one single runway, 2,893 meters, that's 9,492 feet. Now that's big enough to handle as it was, it did come in here before the Maria, the AN225, of course, unfortunately no longer with us. Interestingly enough, they say on their page A380F, which is quite interesting, but most definitely 747-8 freighter. Now down at the end of the pad there is normally where you get most of the sort of like ad hoc operations. When Cargo Logic were operating, they used to have a 747 here every Saturday. Not quite sure exactly what those operations are at the moment, but most certainly they have enough space here to fit a huge number of big jets, that's for sure. Bottom line is 24-hour operations with no runway slot restrictions. Central UK, the great thing is about this airport is its geographical location. The fact that they are literally minutes away from the main road network, which will take them both north and south. That 777 about to open its main deck cargo door, which you see there. It's a pure freighter, this of course, the Boeing 777-200 freighter. The motorway network, 89% of England and Wales are within a 4-hour truck drive time, which is pretty crazy, isn't it? Frequent scheduled air cargo truck services to all of the major UK airports. So in other words, if something comes in here and it needs to go transited down to another airfield, where it will move on as either feeder freight or a specialist operation, it's again a great geographical position. Broad on-site cargo community, so they have massive handling capabilities here. 5 airside cargo terminals offering over 650,000 feet of undercover cargo processing area, and this is the processing area for DHL. And I tell you what, folks, what goes on in there is absolutely incredible when you think of the amount of packages that are handled and split. Basically, you'll see the pallets themselves, the cans as they call them, some of them will be split into individual cans. Some of the freight will come off, some of it will stay on, and it will be split into and go on to other feeder flights. and so on and so forth. Some of these aircraft are waiting for freight. These guys here could well be waiting for freight that's just coming off that 777 at the moment, which will then go on as a feeder to you know, throughout the UK, throughout Europe and the Middle East as well, and into the US as well. So it has a crazy network here at East Midlands. So like I say, interline non-stop cargo connections to major cities throughout Europe, North America and the Middle East. They are experienced in the handling of the world's cargo aircraft, including as it was once, they need to correct that now, the AN225. Of course, the 124 we've seen in here a couple of times, 747-8s as well. UPS were at one point bringing their 747 in here, but I think that has now stopped, and the reason for that was because it took up too much of the pad. And UPS realised, well, hold on a minute, we can put a couple of 767s in there as opposed to maybe just one single 747. They're also specialists in handling outsized cargo, which again we have seen and experienced here on Big Jet TV at East Midlands, where we've had large oversized freight that's been loaded onto some of the AN124s, etc, etc. EU listed border inspection post for animal products as well. Hello, hello, hello. Where'd you come from? Where's this one from, GP? Keflavik, into Keflavik. Okay. So the majority of the stuff that's on board these aircraft, these freighters, pure freighters as well, folks. Maybe a couple of ex-passenger converted freighters, but in general, these are pure freighter jets. So this could potentially, is more or less commerce freight, which is a post, electrical goods, etc, etc. But the chances are that that particular jet is bringing freight in that will then be split down and handled in that house, literally, which is a great big huge building there. So of course these guys really know what they're doing. It's the same thing every night. Stand by. Yeah, gotcha. Of course, what you've got to also appreciate, folks, is that these, you know, the cargo handlers, not just the handlers, but the grounds teams as well, maintenance. It's great to see that 757 still in operation, isn't it? Of course, the A320 one freighter and 737 freighter are also a quite a big competitor as far as feeder flights are concerned. I know that they operate DHL 767s and 757s in from Glasgow, in from Dublin as well. So a huge volume of commerce freight being handled here at East Midlands. Right, okay, so let's have a think about making a move. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that inside pocket. Sorry about the zips. Stand by, folks. Sorry. Just bear with me. The old zippy zips. Okay. Because what I'm more or less going to do here today is I'm going to do everything handheld. And I've got to remember that the microphone is only literally inches away from me rather than on the camera itself, so I don't need to shout that loud. Am I all right talking at that level, Jilly? Is that fine? As I'll put my gloves on. Okay, good. Okay, so I don't want to blast everybody out. Now, Kifo tells me that he's going to be able to take us somewhere where we're going to be able to look down on the pad. So let's just take this off of here. Right, you're going to have to bear with us, folks. Stand by. Yeah, have you got anything coming into it? Anything coming in? Oh, mate, this is being a... Oh, okay. Okay, so, right, UPS 767, that's going to go down on the east pad. So, I think you'll find, folks, that, right, let's get this over here. I remember I did this last year, didn't I? 1 year ago today, ladies and gentlemen. Tomorrow, sorry. Okay, so I need to, yeah, that ain't gonna stay there, is it? Right, let's just get this, let's get you over there. Stand by, folks, we're going to go for a drive. Yeah, that's not what I need to do. Let's have that in there. Okay. Sorry, folks. Sorry. Okay. Right, Kifo.
Yeah.
So where was this? Where you said we could look down on the?
Right. See the Bravo Juliet sign?
Yes.
Slightly above there's a white light, and that's our ILS building.
Oh, blimey!
Go around the road, but it looks backwards.
Oh, okay. Or maybe we'll do that later. Yeah.
Yeah.
When we've got Sorry, man. When we've got some stuff pushing back and going out.
Yeah.
Be great to get along the front line of them as well.
What I'll have to do probably use the door that way.
Yeah.
I'll go up, turn round, and then come back so you've got all the noses.
Yes.
Because otherwise you're going to be looking at.
Yeah, and then what are we going to do? We're going to drive down to the eastern pad and just have a little look down there, see what's going on down there. Okay, cool. Right, okay, let's, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to move this over here, like that. I'm going to get, sorry guys, just let me get this out of everybody's way. Okay, so I'm going to sit there, yeah?
Yeah, that's the bench fancy. And if you sit there,
Okay.
and then you'll both get the good view.
And Stefan, you can go in the front, can't you?
Yeah. Don't sit on the first stepping box, it's holding the mat down.
Okay.
Right. I'll get this till we get round then.
Say hello, Kifo.
Hello. I've at this.
Yeah, okay, mate.
Down, and then we'll be right.
Look at you with a big camera, hey? Okay, so this is what's your name, mate? Sam from was it is it Nottingham TV? Notts TV. Norfolk Digital.
I've spoken to their traffic, so they know what we're doing.
Yeah.
And they've said if any pilots ask, they're going to say who it is.
They're going to go say what? If any pilots ask?
Who's filming?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell them it's you.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Well, a few of them know us.
We'll give you a wave over there. I think there'll be one or two that might.
Well, I was hoping, Keith, that I might be able to, because of the winds tonight, I might be able to get up onto, get into one of the flight decks just to have a word. But I don't think the DHL guys are. I think the ones at the other end might be a little bit more forthcoming, but we'll have to see.
You might get West Atlantic.
Yeah, West Atlantic. They were quite vocal last time.
They were, if I remember rightly. They were pretty good.
He was a lovely fella, that guy was.
So we'll try them. UPS, rather American, so
Yeah.
They know we're here, but they,
Again, it's like I was saying to Stefan. It's a case of the individual, whether they're happy to be on camera is really what it is, you know.
I've got one of my guys down here doing vehicle checks tonight.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, with one of our MT fitters.
Oh.
So the Chap 642 compliant. So they're not very happy with me today.
Oh dear.
They thought they could sit in the cars and watch everything today, but
they were wrong.
they were wrong.
Signal light,
I
you
think
think?
you're a nice guy as well.
I am.
Keith's the nicest bloke I know in aviation, I think.
What makes it worse, she used to be my boss.
Oh dear.
She'll think it's a vendetta.
How come there's turbines on too? I don't
Too
get
windy.
Too windy for turbines. How's that work?
They're not the big ones. I think they struggle with certain winds.
Right.
There's been issues with them not working correctly, all sorts of problems. They do turn. I mean,
Yeah.
on my day shifts they were during operation.
Yeah.
It's raining. I think it's only squalls there, isn't it? Come on, Nat. We can move that bag if you want, Sam.
Oh, sorry.
You sure?
Yeah.
They're the cans, folks. See the different shape of them. Very interesting what Kushro, was it Kushro? The other day was saying, yesterday, was saying about the 767, how unpopular it is because of the fact that it doesn't have interchangeable pallet systems like they do on on other aircraft. In other words, they're unique to the 767, which doesn't make it very compatible with other aircraft types, because that's what's critical. Everything in freight is time critical. I mean, especially with perishable goods, which is not what we're seeing tonight. There's obviously a whole different market in terms of the perishable market, vegetables and flowers and stuff like that. But this, what we're seeing here is all post and commerce, and what you see with the big stuff, of course, is the. Okay, we're. Are you going to swing it round at the other end, Kifo?
Yeah.
Awesome.
So you can pick up all the noses.
Cheers, mate. See, a lot of these cans have been emptied, and everything's been processed. See the different sized cans there, folks. See that big ginormous one, 777 probably. You can see inside there the amount of cans that are in there. It's incredible, man. The amount of, and it's all automated as well. Thousands and thousands of pieces, as they call it, being able to be handled literally an hour, I think is, isn't it? Stefan, is the automated systems inside here something like 10,000 pieces an hour or 100,000 pieces an hour it can process?
I think it's about 10,000 pieces.
It's about 10,000 pieces, yeah. Me and me maths, mate. 48 billion gallons of flipping. Yeah, so 10,000, I think that's right. Maybe somebody could look that up, Jilly could let me know. It's the biggest bit of bubble wrap ever, isn't it? That's a piece of general freight that you're seeing there, folks, being handled there by the handling team. Look at all this stuff here. Whether that's going in, waiting to go in, or has just come out, I don't know, but it's just an incredibly impressive system. Look, so you see inside the box there, you see the boxes, and yeah, crazy. And that's all based on your barcode. See DHL trucks out there ready to it's all based on the barcode. It's an incredible system, isn't it? Who invented the barcode? Okay, we're going to open this door then.
Yeah.
Awesome. Here we go then. Nice and slowly does it, Keepo. Okay, 767 there, folks. She is in, well, she's having a little bit of inspection done on her engine, look. It's a pretty standard procedure. She's an old girl. Thanks, Keefo. So waiting. A lot of these aircraft will now be, will have offloaded their freight and will be waiting for the freight to come in off other aircraft, and also for stuff to be processed. So I'll give a wait for Keefo. What's he doing? Some brakes. So somewhere in the region, 767 freight. Of course, you've got to appreciate, folks, that both the belly of the aircraft as well as you'll see a few of these aircraft will have their belly doors open, and also the upper deck as well. So in terms of tonnage, I think you'll find that you're all right, mate.
Step command.
Yeah. It won't let you what? It
Won't let me move.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why then, isn't it? Oh. You can't, there's no other way to disable it, is there? Yeah, it's got to be something to do with that. Oh, come on now.
You got it.
Sorry, mate. What about, we got all night, haven't we? Are we able to walk along here?
You can if you want.
Yeah.
I'll protect you by driving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do that, mate. Let's do that.
Are you okay with that? Yeah. You want to walk them then? And I'll just,
We're going to walk.
with the van, sort of protect the
Yes.
back end of it.
Yes. Awesome, mate.
The other option you're saying is you could just shoot out the window, the front window and the back window.
I'm happy to walk. We're not in a rush, are we? So it's only a few hundred yards, 500 yards, something like that.
Just be careful, obviously, with all the
Equipment moving around.
Yeah.
We'll stay this side of the line as well.
Yeah. Just with you being a bit blinded with what you're doing.
Yes, yeah, of course.
All this too.
All right, mate.
And I'll follow behind with the hazards on.
Thanks, Keefo. Okay, folks. So here we go. So interesting, right? Now, let me hold on a minute. Let me just. Yeah. Stand by. Ameristar pilot on board. Stand by, folks. I just need to. DC-9. Wow! Ameristar DC-9, which we saw at Boeing Field, didn't we? Didn't we see the Ameristar DC-9 at Boeing Field? I need to untangle myself here, folks. Sorry, stand by. I've got a little bit of a... Sorry folks, got a bit of a tangle there. Okay, I think we're done. I think we're good. Yeah. I think that's good. Live TV, eh? Ameristar DC-9 pilot. Wow. We are privileged, sir. I've just done all of that and it's done no good at all. Okay. So 767, folks. You'll have to look it up. Oh, hold on a minute. I think we've got an aircraft just about to. I think we've got an aircraft just about to go here. We want to get ready for this one here. Yeah. He's literally ready to push. Wow, he's sitting there at PAE. That is incredible. Well, thank you, sir. Oh, wait. Let's just move along quickly on this one. So where's this one going, GP? Do we know? Is he coming in here? It's going to Atlanta, ladies and gentlemen. Last opportunity for the United States to receive their Christmas. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. foreground there, folks, a ground generator. I think that's a GPU, which can be used to power the aircraft whilst it's on the ground without it needing to run its APU, but also sometimes used to start the aircraft at stand when the APU is US, but generally hooked up to the aircraft. Sometimes these aircraft do sit around for quite some time before they go out, so they generally run on ground power. You see that big can in the foreground there? That's off this 777 that's to my right, and you can see the shape. We'll give you a good close-up of the shape of these pallets, well, cans, containers. As you can see, there are all different shapes and sizes for different parts of the aircraft. Of course, they don't just throw them on there. They will, each pallet, each can will be given its own position on the aircraft. Of course, weights and balance is one of the key factors when you're operating in a freighter jet. So centre of gravity is tantamount. Got a full and free movement rudder check going on there. Seen that when we're close up at Heathrow. Rudder check, elevator check, speed brake check. Oh, what a legend! And has he seen the video of the DC-9 that we put out, Julie? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, awesome. Yeah. Of course, there is unpalletized freight as well, folks. We were talking about general freight, so car components is quite a big part of the freight commodities that are transported on these aircraft. As you can appreciate, car manufacturers, maintenance centres, it's just everything you could possibly imagine, both on your high street, in your industrial areas, that these things carry around the world with them. But I'm reliably informed by Keith that this is the last night of the Christmas rush as far as the US is concerned. I'm hearing that they spend a little bit more celebratory with Christmas Eve than they are Christmas Day. Is that right? I don't know, but certainly Thanksgiving is the big one, isn't it? But of course, different size aircraft serving different parts of the world. This one flying off to the United States got a great range on it, the 767. Of course, as you can appreciate, in terms of weight, how many passengers can you fit with their luggage on that one pallet that we're looking at there? Not that many, to be honest with you, when you consider the amount of baggage allowance that the average passenger gets. 23 kilos thereabouts. Depends on the flight and where it's going and the operator and so on and so forth. But in terms of the weight that these things can carry, it's quite considerable. I'm pretty sure the 777, which is this one here that we're going to look at in a little while, around about 90 tons all up weight on the 777. About 80 tons maybe a little bit more or less on the 767, and then of course on the 757 still has an incredible. The Boeing freighters are renowned for their capabilities, which is why this 767, the 777 and the 757 are extremely popular freighters. Boeing's still making the 767, no longer the 757, but the 767 production line is still operational for freighters, which again is quite interesting that we talked about, because these engines that they run are very old style engines. I think these are CF6 engines on this 767. Of course, RB211s on the 757s as well. Pratt & Whitney's, the PW4000 engine, multi-bladed engines that are obviously a lot less efficient in terms of their fuel burn and capability. Well, not so much capability, to be honest with you, it's just literally how modern the engines are, because really in these engines that we're looking at here, when you compare those to the bigger fan engines, take for instance the Trent 700 versus its new engine, the Trent 7000, really it is the core of the engine is more or less the same. It is just the bigger fan blades that create more thrust and more efficiency, more bypass efficiency as well, because obviously the bigger the fan, the bigger the bypass ratio as well, which makes it more efficient, which is why airlines are looking towards that, just waiting, that DHL jet just waiting for clearance, and then we'll move on to that 777, maybe checking weather. Of course, it's been very windy up here in this part of the UK, so these pilots would have endured some quite sketchy landings earlier on in the evening, so they may just be checking their weather to see or remapping their routing, or just simply waiting for clearance, which is a little bit of a surprise because of it's not exactly very busy at this moment in time. Quite interested to see that they've pushed him back, pointing in that direction, because the operations are actually in the way that he's pointed is the way that the direction that he should be taking off from. So I think he's going to make a sharp right-hand turn. See the green taxi lights there. Oh, okay, was that? Did I just hear slats? The actuators for the slats being flaps are extended. Sometimes you can hear the actuators. These Boeing jets, beautiful, lovely sound of those. I think they're CFs, the CF6. This one. Of course, back in the old days, there would have been a captain in the left seat, co-pilot, as they used to call them in the old days, first officer in the right-hand seat, and or sometimes there might be two captains. It all depends on who's flying at the time. And in the old days, there would have been a flight engineer, which is quite incredible. I was reading something on the Comet the other day, and they actually had somebody checking the weather as well. Something that we'll focus on future shows. So that 777 is starting to be loaded now. That's not the one that came in, is it, GP? This 777 that we're looking at here, Lima X-ray. Leipzig. Okay. Oh, the one that came in from Leipzig was Mike Bravo, was it? So this one here is now, okay, it's now in the process of being loaded. All right, good. Okay, belly cargo going in, belly freight going in, as well as the top deck cargo as well. 777-200 freighter again, still delivering those jets. I don't think any 777-300 passenger jets have been delivered this year, believe it or not, ladies and gents. I think that's purely because most of the operators are holding off for the 777-9. However, the 777-200 freighter still continues to be very popular. I think DHL have taken delivery at least one, maybe two DHL 777-200 freighters in the last 12 months, I believe. So still going strong, still a very popular freighter, and will go on to be produced, I'd imagine, even though that Boeing are planning to create a freighter variant of the 777-8, I believe, but that's some way down the line. So these guys sticking with their what they're happy with, the reliability of the 777-200 freighter. Of course, in future years, we're going to start seeing the A350 freighter. There she goes. Somebody just mentioning there about the Silkway taking delivery of their beautiful, very stunning 777-200 freighter, looking very smart indeed. Not in the normal Silkway livery, it has to be said. Of course, that's 737 with Ryanair. I think that's the last one of the night going out of the passenger jets. Okay, we're going to move along the apron. Got to be a little bit careful. Obviously the chocks there. Now just let me show you here, folks. Okay, so we're looking at 278 kilos. That's 2.78 tons, isn't it? Is that right? 2.78 tons. But as you can see from the contour, the shapes of these containers, folks, gives you a good idea of where they sit in the aircraft. The shape, the rounded shape, is for the contour of the aircraft. You can see that one's a lot more rounded over there as well. So different positions on the aircraft, and as you can see here, all the parcels and packages inside there all ready to go. Lots of Crimbo presents. Is your parcel in there? So let's just have a little look. Can we just stop here for a sec, fellas? Let's just see these guys. 278 kilos. It's 1,000 kilos to a ton, isn't it? So yeah, quarter of a ton. Did I say 2.78 tons? Oh God! Don't put me on the when I'm out in the middle of nowhere. Just okay. Enclosed metal ones are non-US, all right? Okay. Very clever, not automated, but these systems operated by the operator themselves, so they can move the pallets around effortlessly. Of course, once on board the aircraft, again, there are the roller systems, which are again very sophisticated. On board the aircraft, there will be positions throughout the fuselage with little control, almost like a computer game, where you can move the pallet to its assigned position, so that the alloy pallets are for the containers are for the US, are they? And the other ones? Of course, the official name for these are the ULDs, Unit Load Devices. I think is the official name. I think some of the operators call them cans, which is pretty cool. You can see there, general freight that's just strapped. This one's going to Cincinnati, is it? This one here? Oh, really? Oh, that's a shame. I miss him pushing back then. DHL, yeah? Oh, DHL 767. Okay, I've got you. Lima X-ray. Now this is the heart of the beast. General Electric G90, I think that might be a 115B there. See the leading edge titanium on the blades there, folks, just to break away ice. That's a proper engine right there. 115,000 pounds of thrust on both sides of this aircraft. And as you can see, no windows, just some inspection windows, really, that are used by the crew. So that's interesting. They weren't happy with the positioning of that cargo right there. Looks like that's come off, possibly being moved around. Way off from they're way off from that. Really important with weights and balances, really important. Yeah. Sounds like we've got some loaders on board watching tonight. Thanks for informing everybody as well, by the way, we really appreciate it. I'm not sure where this one's headed back to, but looking good. She's looking very good indeed. Beautiful looking aeroplane. Wouldn't you just love to fly one of these, folks? Hey? So they're fueling the jet. We're going to get one of these pushing back a little bit later on, folks. Looks like a new aeroplane, this does. I don't know if it is, but she looks nice and new. Not a piece of griminess on her whatsoever. There's the big smile that we talk about lots of times, folks, believe it or not. Pitot tubes, angle of attack sensors. That's what makes up the smile. Okay, let's have a little look at the main deck cargo now. Of course, they're handling the lower deck. That's why you have the smaller cans on the lower deck. These are the big cans going up now. As you can see, she's a year old, right? Okay, so she's a young bird then. Probably about 90 tons of fuel going on there as well. I would have thought maybe 80, 90 tons of aviation fuel to take her back to the US, depending on whether it's east or west coast. So now you can see how these ULDs are actually the reason why they're shaped as they are, to meet the contours of the main deck cargo, or the main cargo deck. Still have to, the loaders still have to use their muscle, literally, sometimes to just give these cans a little bit of extra push to get them into position. Of course, they have locking pins and all kinds of devices on the floor of the aircraft to keep the pallets fully secured. In some cases they may use nets, but generally these guys are so well secured and locked into the floor with multiple locking devices. It is Lima X-ray, yeah. Oh, 1.6 years old, right, okay. Thank you, Stephen. Oh, okay. Yeah, Lima X-ray, yeah. Is that set 6 go? Atlanta. 757 on finals. Ah, right, we need to, where's he going to come into then?
He's here.
No, I'm looking
sorry.
to where this 75's going to come in.
Oh, right.
Just seeing if there's anyone waiting, because normally you can see them waiting. I think it might be here. Just trying to figure out where this 75 that's coming in is likely to park up. Whether it's going to be there. I think it's going to be behind us. That's the that one right on the end there. That's the last one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I think it's coming in here. Trying to get a head on 757 parking up right in front of us over here. Wow, look at him all loaded up, look. Looks so disorganised, doesn't it? And yet it's every single,
Yeah, it's like, it's actually choreographed, isn't it?
very well choreographed. Tetris.
Yeah.
The next one that's going to be down on the ground.
Someone going in over there. I have a sneaking suspicion.
Trying to get snapped.
Thanks, Keith. Is he on the ground, GP? I just have a feeling because of the steps being there, it's kind of the right height for a 7.5, sort of, all the stuff that's around there. You can see the HL. Oh, this is ex-British Airways, this 757. Ex-BA.
Oh, right.
So this is a
Refurbished.
converted jet.
Right.
So you'll still be able to see where the windows were and they've been blanked out.
In front of us, 104.
104, you're a legend, mate. I was completely wrong. Lovely old RB211s there, folks. I don't know, this will be RB211s as well. You know what? It wouldn't surprise me, because on our channel we have so many people from so many diverse times, and there's a good chance that someone's flown on this passenger jet, this BA 757 when it was a passenger jet. So 104 is here, isn't it? Jenny into position. So that's 103. It's 105. This is 103 here, is it? So this must be 104 here, is it? Yeah, right here. Going to be in the way, isn't he?
turned up. I've got all that there.
Might need to take it round there, Keith, and just park it up over there.
You're all right there.
Yeah, you're not going to tow the 757 out, are you? The crew ready, folks. So another team sets to work. There's the man with the what do they call them? You know, the geezer that does the. So that's a set of steps, potentially, I'd imagine, for an engine inspection, possibly. Little set of steps to maybe top up the oil, ground power unit. Of course, quite a number of people involved in the operation. Here she comes now, folks. FOD check. They're just doing a FOD check at the moment, folks. Going to be nice and loud. Now unzip my jacket just to get a little bit more. More team arrive. What was that, Chili? Sorry? No, it's not fog check, it's FOD check. Foreign object debris. Not fog check. There wouldn't be fog just out there on the... No, fair enough. I mean, you know. So before anything can happen, fat oil and grease. It's actually quite good. You never know, someone might have been out there with his hamburger. Spilt a bit of tomato ketchup. You never know. Okay, so this guy moving into position. Oh no, this is just to possibly some kind of inspection going on there, is it? Oh no, it's to attach the ground power unit. That's what it is. The GPU is now going to be attached. Listen to those fan blades clattering away on those RB211s, man. So this is quite a military operation now, as they as the ground teams no sooner are these guys on the ground and able to sort of like gather their thoughts, then the army arrives. Crew steps will be brought into position. Lift is already K-lift, I think it's called. Of course, the crew on board will be responsible for opening the cargo door. It's up front on the 757, I believe, as opposed to at the back on the triple, etc., etc. Of course, because this is a ex-passenger jet, the L1 door, the number one door, the access door, will be the normal size from whence it was born, but the pure freighters, as you can see with this 75 here to our left, the door, the crew door is a lot smaller, slightly different makeup of the. I think that is actually also a passenger jet, isn't it? So I'll completely ignore what I just said. I was under the impression that that is an ex-passenger jet as well, isn't it? As you can see, where the windows once were all blanked out. It's part of the conversion process now as well. Is to have the windows blanked. 767, you say GP is. Oh, he's pulled in, is he? I'm at the far end of the western. Oh, okay, so he's gone in on the far right, is he? Okay, well that's fine. We'll get. Knock on the door, doon doon doon. So a lot of these, well, not a lot, but some of the packages on this aircraft will be going to this sorting area and be broken down to, and then go on to feeder flights, what are known as feeder flights, which are smaller aircraft which service and deliver packages to more outlying areas like the Outer Hebrides and things like that. So it literally gets filtered right the way down through from the big packages all the way through to the tiny packages as well. So there's the main deck door being cranked open now. And the process will begin. Now, by the looks of it, I think there might be something coming off this vehicle, this aircraft, that's going on that vehicle, or that's a crew vehicle. I don't know, one of the two. Very possibly the latter, I don't know. It just certainly looks like, oh, blimey. Routine engine inspection. Well, when I say engine inspection, just a overview of the engine. Oh, blimey. And of course, one needs to appreciate as well, folks, that you know, come literally rain or shine, hail, snow, whatever it might be, these guys have got to do their job so that your parcel arrives on time, and that's what these companies excel on, literally, is on-time arrival. A little bit of manhandling. They obviously got to do the opposite of what they did at the other end. Unlock the latches, slide the container. I think that's possibly a crew bus that we're looking at here, and not a what did you say this one came in from, Julie? A 75? Did we say? Do we know where it... Oh, there we go, in from Edinburgh. So it's a perfect example, folks, of commerce freight, which is mainly all post. I think you'll find mostly all post, which will be then distributed around the road networks here in the UK, down in the south bit, maybe go up north a little bit, or out to wherever it goes to. It may be also broken down and put into other pallets, which will then possibly end up on pallets that are going to the United States or the Far East. But they don't mess around, I tell you. They'll get this thing offloaded within about 30 minutes, I would imagine. You'll see this thing will be completely offloaded in around about 30 minutes. So obviously that one single can has got a special destination. Maybe that's going straight off onto another aircraft, possibly, or is priority, maybe. I don't know. It is a mystery, it has to be said. There's no way that you can ever sort of like know exactly where they're going what's going where and how it's being broken down. But the sooner these guys get their aircraft offloaded, the sooner they're back to the ops room for a nice hot cup of tea. Another one of the pilots coming off. Overnight stay possibly, and then back to well, you see they might have done a couple of flights today, these guys. Wondering what that clattering is, folks. It's the fan blades on the number 2 engine. So that's interesting. So that's interesting. Now you see what's going on here, folks. It's a repositioning of a pallet, potentially, I think. Maybe not. But sometimes they leave pallets on, but in this instance, it's more a case when they do the bigger commercial freight operations that you'll see containers being switched around and I do have access, folks, to the they're literally, that's really quite impressive. These guys have been doing this so long. Goes on. UPS?
Yeah.
Okay. Heading down the other end?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Just the way the big stuff will be loading. FedEx, UPS will be loading.
Oh, and so soon to go out?
We'll be going soon, yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, good call, man, good call. You enjoying it, Sam?
You gonna watch? Yeah. I'll get you in. Yeah. You need to do a drive-by. There's a window at the back that opens, and there's this one. So
Oh,
So we can always
okay. Let me do that whilst we're driving then, because that's that sort of keeps everybody entertained, doesn't it? Come on then, everybody in the back. Anybody need to go to the loo? Hold on a minute. Oh, is it? Does it open fully?
Is that it?
I think that's it.
Oh,
Oh, that's a bit boring, isn't it?
depressing.
Oh,
Sorry.
it's just slip through there. What about up front? I'll tell you what, I'll go up front, and then I'm sure that Stefan won't mind sitting in the back, will he? I don't suppose Stefan will sit in the back and I can go in the front and wind the window down.
I bet he will. You just pull the door to, because I've got to start up. I'm going to reverse out because I'm a bit stuck now.
Is it?
But
Is
he's
it? Are
watching
you able
me.
to move?
He's watching me. I just don't want to. Was it just scared to?
It's just behind you, on your left.
Just didn't want to.
Wait. Same, yeah, same.
There we go. Yeah.
Okay.
Get around. Jump around.
Right. Okay. You going in the back, Stefan, and I'll go up the front.
Oh, okay.
Awesome. Okay, I've got to do my shoelace up. Hold on a minute. My bootlace is a little bit on the dodgy side.
Don't want you falling over.
No. And I've got my bleeding gloves on, so that doesn't help.
We may have to put the seatbelt on to stop any beeping.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
See how we go.
Yeah, probably will, mate. To be honest.
See, it might be a van upgrade, but you don't get all the niceties of just being able to drive with the door open.
Yeah, it's not like the 80s, is it?
No. Somebody just holding you by the braces as you're coming in and out.
Okay. There we go. Okay, you know what I'm going to do quickly before... I'm just going to realign this, because this has been causing me a bit of jip, this has. Hold on a minute. Oh, mind that. It's this that's... Yeah. This one here. Put that. Am I using that? I'm not using that, am I? So just put that there. Like that. Thanks, mate. Just remember that's there. I think it's actually mild enough to dump the gloves, I think. Okay, let me put this on. Still okay, GP? Everything alright? Mind that? Thought we were on the grid then.
Get ready to go.
Okay. You ready, Lewis?
Let's go for it.
Right, okay.
Only at 15
I did that
miles an
today
hour.
actually. Okay, right, yeah, seatbelt. This is going to be interesting, isn't
There
it?
we go. I mean,
Yeah.
might not.
Okay. Okay, GP, we're moving. Copy, GP. Okay. Double check and make sure this thing's powering up. I don't want to get halfway through the night and then, yeah, we're on 100%. Awesome. Must be a great oh, push and start. Clear the push and start. He's got a little toe. Okay, which carrier? DHL. Okay. Oh, look at the ASL 737. I think that's a 400, isn't it? I seem to remember last time.
Yeah, I think
These little wings on him, look. Squished engines. Oh, blimey, look at this. They weren't all parked up down here last time we were here. Oh, nice, nice, nice. West Atlantic. Yeah. Versatile jet, the old 737 freighter, man. Looks like you've got quite a lot of new equipment here, Keith. Yeah. Wow, look at the state of that. Flipping heck. Looks like worse than Chartreuse litter tray. It's insane. It just does the job. That's all type. You still see type 2 on her, look. She's been de-iced, doesn't she? Alright, Keitho. Yeah. 767. Oh, 757 is it? Is it 75? Yeah, 75. Unmistakable, big long. Don't know what's up to this guy. He's on remote stands, got engine covers on. Hope he's alright. Oh, listen to those RBs, man. Sounds like a 747. Oh, it just takes you back to the old days at Heathrow. These cans, man. Old Yowen's gone up in the world, hasn't he?
Yes, head off.
Yeah, man. Deserves it. He's a hard worker, man. Oh, right, yeah. Fair play. Fair play.
Cookie, I'm coming up from DHL, so I'll pick them up.
Okay, so now 09 and 27, same runway direction as London Heathrow, folks. Look, that's quite the old Sock's having a good go, isn't he? Look. Yeah. I've seen quite a few YouTube videos of onboard flight deck landings at East Midlands, and it's quite hair-raising, I have to say. Hey up, lad! And of course, very close by here is a huge, is it the Amazon facility?
Yeah, it's...
I think that's what we're looking at over there, isn't it?
It is.
It's massive. I think it's one of the biggest ones in the country, isn't it?
Sorry, PS 57, fully ready for departure.
Okay, we got it. The UPS jet about to push and start.
One Express 002, stand 107, request push and start.
One Express 102, actually One Express 002, push and start is approved, push back to face west.
Push and start approved, facing west, One Express 002.
Ground ops 9.
Ops 9.
Ops 9 holding short of Quebec, requesting uniform via.
Ops 9, proceed to uniform by the Alpha.
Proceed to uniform via. Protective short.
$80 knots. Take off for a set.
And then off 1 2 to proceed along the Alpha to vacate the Tango now.
Ops 1 2,
He's a legend, isn't he?
then via the Alpha.
Proceed to Foxtrot then via the Alpha to Tango off 1 2, thank you.
Ground ops 9 has vacated the Alpha taxiway via uniform 1
Roger, Ops 9.
size of that facility over there, ladies and gents. I don't know if you can see it, but as far as the eye can see, literally, look at that. Look at that all the way on the horizon there. It's all procurement facility for Amazon. That is insane. Nice one, thanks Keith. Okay, now down on the eastern end of the airfield, folks. Look around what's happening down this end. West Atlantic. I think they're that's mainly all coastal stuff with West Atlantic, as far as I'm aware. Waiting for her. Is a prime jet. 737. Probably an X-Pax jet, I'd imagine. Converted. Very quiet down here. Star. This is by Maersk. This is something that we've seen at Toulouse many times before. Again, another ex-passenger jet. This one with no winglets on it. Did you say call sign White Star?
Yeah, when they leave here, they call sign White.
So these guys, by the looks of it, waiting for freight. Unless it's mostly all gone on, I don't know, but they certainly seem to be waiting to complete the loading process. There's some stuff going on to it at the moment. Oh, stand by, folks. Okay, where are we going to go? Because is he not coming out here, or is he facing west?
He'll come and he'll face west.
Okay, can we get out, or
you take it to the other side and then you should go.
Okay, yeah. It looks like he's pushing now. Okay. GP, are you there? Okay. Good signal on the driving then.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Handy to know if it won't come again.
Okay. Right, we'll swing around here, and then we're hopefully going to a couple of FedEx 757s.
Simply beyond the 7th floor.
Okay. Illegal track ticket. next jet. RB211's folks. Oh, isn't she beautiful? Isn't she beautiful? Okay. Oh wow, cool. Missed that triple. Are we good to jump out?
Yeah, you're okay.
Oh, I missed the triple pushes. Yeah. Mic's good, yeah, GP. Everything's good on the mic. Happy with that? Okay, cool. This it's all hooked up, the dispatcher. I mean, I kind of know what they're talking about there. It is, you know, all freight is time sensitive in terms of, especially, you know, commerce. You know, if it's late, then, you know, I don't know, as far as penalties go, you know, if a jetliner is delayed for whatever reason it may be, and it is just delayed, isn't it? Wow. Yeah. When your parcel's delayed, it's delayed, isn't it? Really, that's just it, isn't it? You know, it's a knock-on effect down the line. Oh, that's hilarious. Pretty damn strong, man. sits at his bureau every day writing letters. Dear sir, I am most disgruntled by your service. I hereby insist upon a refund. You can send me a check or a postal order. I'll tell you what, definitely made the wrong choice about the gloves. Just goes to show the testament to these airframes, folks, in terms of, you know, the longevity, how long these. I mean, you're talking about old 737s that were, you know, 757 behind me that's 34 years old. Wow! Whoa! The winds, man, the winds. See that on the I wonder if we've got football teams for the East and the West. Flaps extended. Speed brake check. F&F check. Rudder. I did on the way down there, mate. find a lot of pilots that start off their careers as freight dogs Gonna get a jet blast here. Hopefully, nice and warm. Yeah, the wind is so intense. Yeah, because a lot of pilots move from passengers into freight and vice versa. Some pilots prefer the lifestyle of being a freighter pilot rather than a passenger pilot, having to obviously deal with all the passengers and everything else that goes with it. Whereas a freighter pilot is, put it this way, if I were given the chance and the opportunity to fly, I would sooner become a freight pilot than a, oh look at that. Isn't she lovely? Look at that lovely old girl. FedEx 757, side by side. This one 34 years young. Shot with the Rolls-Royce RB211 engines, carrying capacity probably around about 80 tons, something like that maybe. I don't know if anybody's able to sort of like confirm this with me in terms of their carrying capacity. Obviously, with this, like I said earlier on, the commerce freight is considerably lighter than you know what they're capable of flying. You know, with general freight. You know, heavy equipment. Of course, these particular aircraft are not able to, you know, can only take up to a certain capacity and size as well, of course, and that is all determined by the freight door, the cargo door. It can take a small engine, you know, and the 777 can take a large engine as well. Of course, like I say, you know, in terms of the weight that these things carry, it can, of course, be a lot less than its carrying capacity or capability in terms of its weight and load. Hi there, how you doing?
Not too bad. Busy.
Good stuff. Sorry?
Busy.
Yeah, are you? When are these going out then?
Anytime soon, man.
Is it?
Going out, yeah.
Awesome.
I thought it's Tom on there with you guys as well, in the minibus. What are you doing? Just filming?
We're filming live
Right.
on Big Jet TV right now. You are live.
Am I? Give us a little. Come on, FedEx. Take my blood.
Get this thing out of here.
Alright, be going in a minute, don't worry.
I'll tell you what, I made the wrong call on those gloves, mate. Yeah. So.
Just enough, is it? What do you want to do?
Well, I think we'll hang for one of these 7.5s. They seem to be pretty acceptable. So I might have a walk down and just have a little nose around. Yeah. I think Stefan's going to come with me. What's that, Jilly? If it's what? Oh yeah, most definitely. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Who is it, Jilly? I think that noise that we're hearing there is that is the Jenny. Peter Smets saying, and rightly so, that if it fits on the pallet, it fits on the plane. Within reason, of course. But yeah, he's absolutely right. Supercars, all that kind of stuff. These jets are used to carry all different types of freight. It is literally down to the weight and dimension, of course the pallets or the cans or the ULDs are designed specifically to fit into the aircraft. But yes, doesn't have to be a can as such. It can of course be flat loaded specialist freight like supercars, like he was just saying there. Looks like we're kind of done here. That guy is loading up the cones. Looks like we've got the let's film the finishing procedure. All right there, mate? Sorry? Yes, yeah. See, little things like that.
Yeah, where? Yeah, this guy will be parked kind of here.
He's coming here, is he?
Let's go to the place.
34 years old, this aircraft.
Yeah. That's passengers.
Yeah. Let's see where the I think that door has been added in the freight conversion, possibly. You can see where there's a lot of strengthening points on the aircraft that are added when the door is. They literally cut these aircraft in half, ladies and gentlemen, when they convert them from passenger jets to freighters. And of course, there's a lot of stuff here that you don't see, other than obviously the freight door, where there's a lot of reinforced paneling in the flooring as well, because the floor obviously has to be massively reinforced all the way along the body of the aircraft. And it is a very specialist job when they convert these passenger jets into freighters, whereby they have to obviously put a whole new floor in there for the upper deck to make it strong, and also reinforce the body of the aircraft, the framework of the aircraft, and then of course to put the door in, because they're obviously weakening the structure, even though they are continuing it. That whole door area has to be massively reinforced as well. So are they is that the GPU, is that the ground power that they're unhooking there, I think? Possibly. Oh no, it's not. You know what it is? It's a strap. It's literally a strap to stop the aircraft from moving. And here come the sandwiches. So that's crazy. Not seen that before, where aircraft have been hitched down to prevent them from moving by way of a rather large strap. It's crazy. I was going to say it's highly unlikely there'd be a ground power unit underground here, but yeah, one day, folks, we will get ourselves down to one of the looks like both crews are in a rush, and maybe a bit of a race on here to see who can get their jet out first. Of course, some of the freighters will have a third member of crew on board, which is a load master, but that's generally only when you're talking about the large freighters. These commerce jets will just have a 2-pilot crew. Looks like that other one over the other side is going to get out the gates quicker. Very true. Yeah. So somebody mentioning that device. Well, not the device, but that the system of strapping the front of the aircraft down onto the ground is to stop the tail from dipping during loading. You've seen it. We've seen it quite a few times with the 747s, where they use a support jack at the back of the aircraft, which is hooked into the back of the aircraft to stop the tail from dropping. And that is somebody explaining there is precisely for that purpose, is to stop the aircraft from tilting on its arse, which we've seen many times before. If you load it wrong, it can drop. What, 938? Yeah. Okay. So this jet, ladies and gentlemen, is the sister jet to 938, which was the Iron Maiden Ed Force One. Would that be the original Ed Force One? Because their other one was the 747, wasn't it? Yeah, the original Ed Force One, which was Iron Maiden's tour jet, which would have been flown by Mr. Bruce Dickinson himself, who's a fully qualified commercial pilot. Still having a few issues with the with getting that tow hitch. Not liking it. Might want to bring another one in. What's that, mate?
There's a Nottinghamshire bloke crew.
A Nottinghamshire flight crew?
No, he's a guy.
Oh,
he's from Nottinghamshire.
Oh, he's from Nottinghamshire. Yeah. Nottinghamshire. Yeah, yes, of course, yes.
I think he was
He loves his aircraft, especially his old ones, doesn't he? Okay, it's hooked. It's hooked. There we go. Now that's what I want. That's what I was waiting for. Now they can get this thing latched up. There we go. There's the ping. Audio still good. Audio still good. Ready to push. Now, here's an interesting thing. Going out to take the chocks away. Sometimes the aircraft can rock forward, and it's a little bit difficult to take the chocks out. Most things weigh a ton as well. Pure rubber, all rubber, the chocks. And like I say, sometimes, especially the front ones, you can get a situation where the aircraft is ever so slightly rocked forward, and obviously all that weight is on the chock, and it's can be a bit of a. I think that guy's struggling a little bit with that one as well. There you go. You see, there he goes. He's got it. He's got it. There we go. So, all of that stuff's done. So it might be, is this going to be synchronised pushback? We haven't got the steps away on this one yet, so looks like that one's going first. Destination on these two jets, GP. See the weather radar, folks. 939. That's something that FedEx have invested quite a lot of money in, folks. It's apparent, you can see it on their ATRs as well. I think maybe across all the fleets now. I don't know, but that is a low visibility radar, and by investing in that, it means less delays, doesn't it? A lot of people don't know that, so you know, another reason why FedEx are doing a great job in terms of doing everything they can for the customer, for the end user, by fitting their aircraft with low visibility radar systems. I think I'm right in that anyway. I think that's right. I'll need somebody to confirm that with me, but I think you'll find that hump on the nose there, that little bump on the nose, is indeed the. Let's see if we can see it here. There it is. There. That's what we're talking about there. So it just basically enables them. I think it's linked up to a head-up display unit, and there it is there. That clear perspex panel that you see there is a head-up unit, and I think that is linked to that that low vis. So that's the angle of attack sensor there, folks. So get a lot of data that gets fed back to the aircraft for that, to keep the aircraft at the right pitch, which is where the trim stabilizer comes in during flight. The automatic pilot has control over that. The pitot tubes there controlling wind speed and airspeed, outside temperature, all sorts of things going on there. And as you can see, that's the captain's pitot, and there's the number 2 backup. Bella, you get a word with them? Can I come up there and have a word with them? It's good, it's good. World on time, mate. So I think they're going to push that 757 out, and it's going to be heading west, in which case we kind of want to be over on the other side. To walk round. There we go. Proper start up here, folks. Wow. Not sure if GE Wales still services the RB211. I know that they did, certainly when we visited them. They were Okay, right. See you, mate. White Star. Nice one, fellas. Go and have a nice cup of tea now. Go and have a nice cup of tea. See you, mate. Hi, Mum. Much the same type of quick start engine on this 767, folks. The the CF6 engine, I think. 8.5 start quick. Those RB211s, don't they? Super uber quick, almost like a jet fighter. Bit of a longer wind up for these engines. Got a destination for this one, GP? Yeah, Cologne, right. It's probably taken freight from other jets as well. I have seen some pretty inventive loads before with vehicles, actually, where they actually do overhang the pallet and they've had to secure it in a more unconventional sort of way. Because the obviously vehicles and pallets are not of the same dimension, if you see what I mean. Of course, the Formula One circus is we're quite near to Silverstone here. And most of the Formula One teams use East Midlands for the transporting of the Formula One cars. Nothing very exotic to see because they are all they're all boxed up and not like the old days where where they sling a big sheet over them and you'd be able to clearly see that they were Formula One cars. Remember those back in the days, but what's this landing now? West Atlantic 737 in from Aberdeen, bringing in post. Like I say, folks, 24/7 operation. Obviously there's wow, ex-Britannia, this jet. She's had a good life, hasn't she? Circus, you know, Formula One circus. You know, the circus, it's like a circus, isn't it? You know, moving like a travelling circus, isn't it? The Formula One. No, I meant circus. The Formula One circus uses East Midlands. Maybe what I should have been a little bit clearer on there was I use the airport to transport using multiple 747s. They don't use the airport as a racetrack. Britannia. Might have seen that at Gatwick, you never know. Of course, it's not cheap to convert these jets either into freighters, but obviously, you know, it's a very lucrative business. The freight industry, if you get a big contract, you know, for the likes of, like, you know, sometimes Atlas Air with DHL, Polar, and all those different operations. Here comes. Oh, sorry, folks. Sorry. It's an old aeroplane, look. It's an old aeroplane, still got the eyebrows, look. That's a proper old school jet, that is. Early NGs, isn't it? Is that 400? Maybe 3? No. Possibly from Ireland. I don't know. They do 2 or 3 trips a night, don't they, with West Atlantic? I think. Quite talkative, these guys with West Atlantic. I wonder if they'd be DHL, or is it? Okay, should we try and get up there for it then? Okay, one last final hurrah. DHL 777 on approach. Should we try and see if we can get it? Is that your phone there, mate? Cheers. You're right, Sam.
See?
Oh, what was that I just shut in the door? Oh, it's the. There we go. Again, folks, got to say a big thank you to Keith, our driver, and of course Stefan, who's looking after us as well from the media team here. Very fortunate. I don't seem to recall this ramp being as busy as it is down here. Has it always been this busy down here? This not the DHL one, but around here, where the near to where the passenger terminus is, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. No, it is busy. It's been getting busier and busier. So obviously we're getting more passengers that go away for some winter sunshine as well.
Yes.
So
yeah.
the demand is increasing.
We were due to have 100,000 in the last 2 weeks of the year.
100,000 packs.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's a big number, isn't it?
It is for an airport this time, I think, yeah. It's probably massively up on last year. I think all of it's gone up from last year, hasn't it?
And most of those, is that a mix of inbound and outbound,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
yeah?
That's total travelling through.
Grand Ops 9. Ops 9 is holding short of Romeo, requesting Juliet by the Alpha Taxiway.
Ops 9 6 Juliet, fly the Alpha Taxiway.
Proceed to Juliet by the Alpha Taxiway. Ops 9, thank you.
Hotel requesting push for across 3 star, please. But it says flying to just come up to that. I've got one just oh, okay, no problem.
Now we just got to see if we can pick where this 777 is going to park up. I'm sure we'll get it.
Control Ops 9. Irina, the 777 that's just about to land. Can you tell me what's that, please?
What a lovely thing. Thank you, Irina.
900 weight, runway 27, 6977.
Right up the end, isn't it? 107. Is that coming in there?
Yeah, it's got to go all the way down to Foxtrot.
Yeah.
We're almost there. See the marshal.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, mate. He's running that engine. That is just an engine. Oh, they're pushing it. Oh, okay, okay, yeah. Wow. Yeah. Oh, mate. Yeah, nice one. So as you can see, folks, this aircraft operated by Aerologic. So it's their aircraft, and they're operating a DHL. They've obviously got a DHL contract. That's the way I see it. So it's a bit like the guys at CargoLogic had. You do sometimes see a hybrid aircraft, half DHL, half white. Atlas Air also operate on behalf of DHL as well, because DHL do not literally have enough aircraft to handle the volume of freight that they have. It is an incredible logistical operation, and if you've got a spare 777, then you get yourself a contract quite easily, really. Not quite as easy as that, but well, I just want to jump out and quickly say a big thank you to our hosts for tonight. It has been fantastic. Thank you to everybody who's tuned in. Thank you once again to Stefan, and to I'm just going to jump out quick, fella. As the crew once again set about another operation, offloading this 777, another 90 odd tons of freight coming off of her. I just want to say thanks, mate. Thank you to you, my friend. Stefan, thank you, sir. We really appreciate it. Sam, hope you got good enough footage. Thanks for your patience, mate. I know you've been sitting patiently waiting. Thank you, everybody. It has been wonderful. Thank you, Chile, for looking after us, and for everybody else. We will be back in London on Sunday. Oh, yeah. That's Christmas Eve, isn't it, or Christmas Day? Christmas Eve. We will be back on Christmas Eve, folks, and then we will be doing a show on Christmas Day for you as well. So, thank you to everybody. Thank you to East Midlands Airport, really, and all the media team who are involved in getting this whole operation together. We really appreciate it. I hope it's been an insight for you guys. I may have got a lot of stuff wrong, but I know that I've probably been corrected by a lot of you folks who are on the stream. But I hope it's been educational for you, and hopefully we can do this again one time in the future. Thank you, everybody. Take care and good night.